everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Glossy Philosophy. My name is Jansen Bidman and today you are tuned in for another 3 Ways Wednesday. Today we are talking all about distressed black wash denim, and it doesn't even matter if it's distressed, but really just kind of that lighter black wash denim. So not fully saturated black and not white, but that kind of in between, that gray, but it definitely has pops of black in there. It's a great way to lighten up for spring without going into a light blue, which you may or may not be ready for. So these jeans, this denim is cut from the Kloth. It is the Rosa straight cut. It has a raw hem. I always like to roll mine up 2 times and then kind of scruff them down a little bit. And I really like to pair them with pumps. I think when you do more of that jogger style in denim or in a pant, I think it looks really great with a pointy toe. When you do a rounded toe or any other, like a square or any other kind of toe finish, I don't think it gives you the same elevation that a pointy toe gives. Am I always able to wear pumps? No. So sometimes I'm wearing these jeans with sneakers, absolutely. But my first choice is always going to be a pointy toe pump. I also really like this denim because, again, it is kind of that step away from a really dark, saturated black wash denim. It's getting you kind of on the way to spring. And I also like that it has just a little bit of distressing, so it kind of edges it up a little bit. This is, I would say, a mid-rise. So the pair that I have has a longer inseam cut from the Kloth. If you didn't know, has different kinds of inseams. The longer one is nice because you can definitely almost create a high-waisted jean or denim and then just belt it, and that will work for you if you need to. So it's a really great fit. It is a little bit, again, on that boyfriendy, straight, boxier side. I'm wearing my normal size and it does stretch out throughout the day. I've been wearing this denim all day today, and from this morning when I was doing photos to now, it has stretched out quite a bit. But it never stretches out so much that I feel like I've completely lost my shape, which is so awesome in a stretch denim. So those are the jeans we are specifically talking about. But again, as always, you don't have to have these specific jeans. You can have any kind of black wash denim, and these tips and tricks will always work for you. So let's get started. Outfit number 1 is kind of hitting a couple different trends without being overtly in your face. So if you didn't know, varsity, athleticism, rugby, it's all really big for this year in spring. Anything with stripes, rugby stripes, thinner stripes, things like that, those are really big. So pull out all your stripes for spring and definitely wear them in those spring colors. Navy, of course, is always a great choice for spring. So even though I got this duster last year, this one is from Taylor LOFT, it's still relevant today. So again, I'm just going to say it doesn't matter if you have these same exact pieces. Think of these as just tips and tricks and apply them to things that you either have or are planning to purchase, and it will still work. Okay, so why does this outfit work? The denim adds that little bit of edge and it gives you a little bit of shape and silhouette inside this very large cardigan, which can also be worn as a dress, but I've never really seen that work super well. So I've always worn it as, it's not quite a jacket, but it could almost be like a cardigan jacket. It has the stripes, so we're on trend with the colors, we're on trend with the pattern, but it is so long. So it's really important that you show your shape underneath. Again, the denim is doing that, and then I'm pairing it back to a simple white t-shirt. This one is from Michael Stars. I like it because it's not too tight, but it still gives you a little bit of shape. You can tell that I'm a lady, okay? It has a V-neck, but it's not too deep. It's also not too high. You could try this with a shorter necklace, but I find because this duster is so long, you need something that's a little bit more substantial. So we are drawing the eye up and down, even though the stripes are going horizontal with our neckline, and then also with this bigger teardrop pendant from J. Crew. If you go with a shorter one, all of a sudden you can see that it just doesn't work. It doesn't play nicely with the duster, and it also kind of shortens the body. So you have to go with something a little bit bigger, again, to help assist the star of the show, which is the duster. Where are we wearing this outfit to? So you can wear this anywhere for, I would say, like hanging out with friends, hanging out with the kiddos, drop-offs, pickups, things like that. It's not a very elevated outfit. I probably wouldn't wear it to the office because it's definitely more on that casual side, but it's great for running errands, especially even though it's March. It can get a little cold in the Midwest, so it's nice to have that sweater jacket that you can just throw on and feel warm, but also pulled together. Something to consider also with using a cardigan that is this long is that if you put a coat on top of it, it's going to look ridiculous. I've tried it, I've been there, there's just no way around it. So if you're going to be spending most of your time with a jacket over this duster, I probably wouldn't wear the outfit because it looks really, really silly. If you are going somewhere and you need a jacket but you're immediately going to take it off, then I think that's okay. I'm taking this outfit up a step with the pointy toe pumps from Michael Kors. I just think that a little pop of pink, which again is very on trend, and pairing that with the navy blue is really unexpected and so pretty, and also very spring. So instead of going with a nude or a black or even a navy, I think pairing it with a complementary color is such a great way to go when you are trying to refresh and uplift yourself for spring. So that is outfit 1. Outfit 2 is going to be great for anybody in that business casual atmosphere or for Zoom calls. Okay, so let's break this down. We have a couple different colors going on and also some patterns, but everything's nice and muted. Everything's talking to each other. All the colors are in cohesion with one another. And then you add in that pop of pink with the shoes, and it just makes it a little bit brighter, a little bit more uplifted, and a little bit more fun for spring. So let's kind of break it down. We have the blouse, which is definitely the star of this ensemble. You can wear the blouse by itself, or you can wear it with the cardigan. Even though we're wearing a longer cardigan, I think it still works because you're playing with proportion a little bit, which is nice, but it's not so long that it almost feels like a jacket or a dress. I think something a little bit longer would be too long with this one because the blouse is on the flowier side, so we want to keep it really almost structured, but not structured. So the blouse has a nice floral pattern, but again, it's in muted tones. You've got a little bit of a brighter blue, you have a little bit of a dusty pink or a gray pink, and you have black, which is kind of centering the whole thing. Black and navy go really nicely together, and it's such a European chic way to dress. With the blouse, even though it is on the shorter side, I'm always going to tuck in just a little bit in the front to give myself a defined waist, especially if I'm wearing it with the cardigan. The cardigan definitely pulls out the blue in the pattern, and then of course it pops even more with the pink shoes. So if you're on a Zoom call, it's kind of nice to have a little bit of pattern. If you have pattern in the background, you might want to mute what you're wearing so that it's not visually clashing. But if you're like up against a white wall, maybe with some ferns or something, adding pattern into your outfit is a really great way to draw interest to yourself without screaming at everybody, especially if it's in a muted color palette. The other nice thing about this blouse is that because it is a little bit more muted, it's not super trendy, which is actually really great because that means that it's going to be another of those pieces that you're going to mix and match into your wardrobe year after year and just want to continue to wear because it's not going to remind you of last year and it's not going to remind you of the future. It's just a great blouse. So think about that when you're shopping for blouses. Sometimes it's really fun to be trendy, and sometimes it's fun to buy things that are a little bit more classic or a little bit more muted that you know you're going to wear again and again and again, and are going to be easy pieces to mix and match. So instead of wearing the top and the cardigan with dress pants, we're going with that distressed denim in with the rolling in the jogger style, and then with the pumps. So it's a little bit edgy, a little bit casual, a little bit European chic. It's such a great combination, again, for those business casual or those Zoom calls. So that is outfit 2. Outfit 3 is kind of that fun dare of an outfit. So whenever I do these 3 Ways Wednesdays, I usually like to try to put in something that's a little bit outside of my comfort zone and yet seems to work really well. And when I put it on, I'm always a little bit like happily surprised that it works so well. So this is a really great one for those of you who, first of all, just love wearing pants, and second of all, that love to play with that masculine, feminine vibe. I think this one just checks all those boxes. Okay, so we're kind of sticking with a similar palette through all of these 3 Ways Wednesdays, or for this one specifically. Obviously, same pants, same shoes. Now we're adding in the blue, because blue, black, gray, white all go really well together. Navy, a navy blazer. Everybody needs a navy blazer. I also struggle with finding blazers. So this one is from J. Crew Outlet, and this is the schoolboy blazer. So it's a little bit more on that crop side, which I personally really like, because then I feel like I can wear it with maybe a dress or a skirt a little bit easier than something that's longer. Now, if you do have something longer, I think that would be really chic as well. So definitely don't throw away those longer navy blue blazers. Definitely play with that proportion for you. Because this is on the shorter side, I'm leaving my shirt untucked because I think it gives it a little bit more of that edge and a little bit more playfulness than tucking it in. So let me just show you. If I were to roll this up and tuck it in, it would look a little bit more formal, maybe a little bit more like East Coast, which is totally cool. But I would probably, instead of wearing the pumps, I'd probably want to wear maybe a loafer or something, and you know, it just changes the vibe. But I think having it untucked just makes it kind of a little bit cool, a little bit on edge, especially with the pumps. So we are kind of mixing and matching with the blues up here. We're going with a very bright blue plaid on the shirt with a lot of ruffling detail, but the shirt itself is definitely masculine. There's something really feminine about the cut or the shape of it, but the ruffling detail adds a little bit of that femininity. Again, this is called a schoolboy blazer, so it's definitely more on that masculine side. We are mixing kind of a silvery with some gold or brass, so that's kind of unexpected. And then of course adding in the pink shoes, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want to wear this outfit like every day. It's also just a really fun, like, Ralph Lauren kind of vibe, and again, that European chic. I just feel like when you have this distressed denim in a just like in a black wash that isn't really dark, it just needs a little bit of that European edge, a little bit of that European flair, and this is how you do it. You play with proportion, you play with your muted colors, because again, they're not wearing a bunch of colors over there and mixing and matching. I watched this amazing video from Justine Leconte, who talked about like the essential things that a French woman wears. It's so good. I will try to link at least her channel down below. And she said one of the major things is they don't mix and match lots of colors and lots of prints. So just keeping it really classic, I think, makes this outfit work and really fun, because you got lots of textures, you have a little bit of that pattern, a little bit of shine. We're doing a really simple necklace, but then the shoes just take it up that notch, and definitely take it from European to American. So you're definitely bringing that American vibe to this outfit. So where are we wearing this? You can wear it, I would say, pretty much anywhere. Definitely business casual appropriate, really fun for brunch with the gals, fun for just doing errands and hanging out with the kiddos. I mean, as long as you've got a really great blazer, you should be able to do all the things that you need to do. You can always take it off, and then that's going to make this outfit a little bit more on the casual side because this is more of a casual shirt, just being that plaid kind of hunter vibe thing. So that is outfit 3. Thank you guys so much for watching this 3 Ways Wednesday video. I hope it inspired you, as always, to go back into your wardrobe and find those key pieces and start mixing and matching and finding lots and lots of different ways to wear the same things. And also finding holes that you have in your wardrobe that you can be very specific about what you need to purchase to fill in those gaps that you need. So I do fashion videos every Wednesday, beauty videos every Friday, and Mondays are quick tips and tricks on what to wear to special events or how to pack for a specific vacation, things like that. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye!